one of the more interesting things about this job is when I get to go check out new franchise locations. And my daughter and I were in Chicago last week, and so I just took the opportunity to check out a brand that we've been having some really, good traction and high interest in. The brand is called goGLOW. So goGLOW is a sunless tanning, spray tanning studio, and that's what they specialize in. So basically had a really good experience. I do have some experience with spray tanning. I'll do it every now and then. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my experience with them. So very, nice location, street level in Chicago. Walked in, greeted immediately by the technician who was going to be tanning me. I had already been prepped via email and text of what to expect, and so I had my loose fitting clothing on, that type of thing. They, got me in, explained what was going to be happening. The entire process took probably 5 to 7, maybe 10 minutes total. That was super impressive to me. And then the product itself was not as smelly as I was used to, not as sticky as I had done when it was local. They have proprietary equipment, proprietary tanning solutions that they're using to make the experience basically just that much more elevated. I think I was most impressed by the low amount of time that it took from start to finish. So got done, and then, basically made the exit. The technician talked to me all the way through the entire process of what to do, how to stand, where to go, that type of thing. Ended up leaving with a great little product pack. So really nice that I left with a follow-up basically product line of how to extend the tan, make it last longer, and also hydrate my skin. So they gave me a cleanse and then also a moisturizer, and then they gave me another thing that I thought was super interesting, which was basically extend. If you get a spray tan, they usually last 2 to 3 days, sometimes longer. So this will extend that tan for a lot longer. And then this one is also kind of a touch-up area in case you have spots that fade. So really nice way to kind of promote that product. I will say I've been using the Hydrate and the lotion itself. My skin feels very moisturized, which has been awesome. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that as a consumer, not just in selling that brand or promoting that brand as a franchise consultant, but had a really good experience. Let's talk a little bit. Of course, give me a call if you're interested in this one. But I think it's going to be great for people that I'm working with that truly want something semi-absent. The manager in that space is also one that is doing spray tanning, which is amazing because of the fact that basically every employee on the team is a producing member of that team. She addressed a little bit the labor model is also great when their studio is busier, tends to be in the evening, and they get part-time people in that it works great for their lifestyle too. Maybe corporate people who are coming in for just a second part-time job. So I like the labor model of it as well. Pretty small footprint. The machines themselves they're kind of self-contained, and they're taking off all of the excess, so the filters in the building also seemed to be like, you didn't walk into any like major funky smell. And she had said too that the landlord has been great to work with, and one of the reasons is because of the fact that most of their build out was so self-contained. So anyway, getting into kind of the business structure of it, but I really like it for the semi-absentee person who is looking for a small staff, decent footprint, and it's a recurring revenue model. The other thing that she mentioned was that the customers that were coming in, they had their regulars that were truthfully coming in on a weekly basis, so they could maintain that base color, or every other week to maintain that base color. So I like the recurring revenue model of it from the business perspective as well. So anyway, if you're interested in getting some more information, I would love to speak to you about that brand and of course the hundreds of others that we have available. So reach out anytime, but I hope this helped a little bit give you an understanding of maybe something new that's coming down the line.